Hello there, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick on the ZX Spectrum once again, and we're looking at a game called Chef's Mate 2, published by Dominic J Morris in 1991. Now, the original Chef's Mate, reviewed quite recently, also came out in 1991, so we'll see what this extra it gives, if anything. Looks like we can redefine the keys this time. It comes with an editor, which is useful, so if you get bored there. My criticism of the first game, well, that was a little bit slow. It only had about 9 levels. It looks like they've added to that. So here we go. Let's see how we get on. It's very influenced by the game Fast Food from Codemasters in 1989, and you control this dizzy-like character. Much like the first game, he doesn't move at all. No animation in the feet. Looks like this level is exactly the same as Chef's Mate 1. Now, if you're unaware, we need to collect all of these items. Looks like they've tidied up the maze slightly on the left there. First game had a wall where there shouldn't be a wall. If you're unfamiliar with this game, we need to collect all the items and then get to an exit before the time runs out. And it is important what order you do them, because one of the items will give you a bonus time bonus. Bonus time bonus, yeah, that's it. There we go. So exactly the same first of all. The level, it normally said it, in the first game it said it in the top left. Here it's actually in the display on the right, so that's been tidied up a little bit. But in terms of the actual gameplay, that hasn't been improved at all. It's exactly the same, using the same engine. I'd hope it would be a little bit smoother. Have a look at the review of the first game if you haven't already. If you are familiar with that review, then you think, this looks pretty similar. It's very, very, very similar to the first game. Lives in the right there, you can see, is 3. It's not Dizzy, it's someone else. It looks very similar to Dizzy though, doesn't it? They've copied it. It's fast food. It's fast food, really. Of the first game, I said it's better to play Fast Food. It's come out 2 years earlier, and it's probably the same here. The Oliver twins are involved in that game, as they were a lot of the Dizzy series. Okay, now, my memory's going a little bit now. It might be the same as the other levels in the first game, I'm not sure. So the first game had 9 levels. I think this one has got a few more, not a great more, about 15. There, your character you're controlling is called Dozy, and I think he was in one of Dizzy's families. I think there was one of the Dizzy characters called Dozy, but there you go. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Well done. Learn to speak properly. That's always a good idea if you're a gaming commentator. Now, the channel always struggles to grow because there's so many of them. Everyone thinks they can run a Spectrum YouTube channel, it seems. But anyway, I keep going like a nincompoop I am. So please consider... Oh dear, I didn't make it that time. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. That helps the channel stay in business. Keeps me running. It's all about community and beating stress. Right, okay, so which one of these items is collecting the more and more time? All about the order here. Learn and then forget it all as you turn it off and play something else. Yeah, so if you watch this far into the video, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And a massive thank you to those people that subscribed so far. I love you. Now, if you're new to the channel, or if you're just a little bit bored, and you'll see everything we reviewed so far in Spectrum Land. It's well, we've probably got more than Netflix, I would have thought. But anyway, if you want to see the Spectrum stuff, click on my username, takes you to the channel page, and then click on the playlist tab, and ZX Spectrum will be there, along with a list of other systems as well. Now, I'm struggling with my voice a little bit, but the show must go on. Just coming back from a sore throat and a cold, and that's the commentator's nightmare. You never want to get ill, especially when you've got a lot of videos going up each week. I seem to have a minimum of 6 each time, which is plenty, and then I'll try and get others done if I can do. Right, there's the exit. 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6. Easy peasy. Bear in mind, this is my first go on the thing. I completed the first game, Chef's Mate, on my first go, yes. One of my complaints to that one was as well is it would have been good if there was things chasing you around the maze rather than just being up against the time. There's nothing chasing you here. To my knowledge, there wasn't a Chef's Mate 3. This Chef's Mate 2 is just the first game tidied up, so it's like version 1.1, I guess, rather than a sequel in its own right. What we're on now, level 6. I think it might be going a bit different. So normally the item the furthest away is the one that gets the boost of time. So have a look at that. 23, 22, 21, 20. Yeah, see, it's gone up to 40 there. So that gives us a bit of a chance to get the rest done, collect the item, get to the exit. A big thank you to the members helping the channel run. There's a members video that goes up every Sunday. A long time ago, when I had more time available, where there was a members walk video, or we did there. Well, we all saw it, and then I gave a thank you to the members at the end and shout out for anything that you're doing. I'm really struggling since COVID with the time available. I tried to get the members up to try and support the channel, so I've got more time, but I just have to keep on working. And that's not a criticism. You don't have to be a member if you don't want to, as long as it's beating your stress. That's the main core aim. But thank you to those people that did. If you want to click on the members tab to see what it's about, then yeah, you can do. It doesn't sign you up immediately. There's something else to see, and you can see if you want to or not. But thank you to those people that do. I know there's a lot of choice, not just on YouTube, but everywhere nowadays. I'm a loner. I'm a lone person. I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? That's by Beck. Please don't kill me. Yes, in the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey. What a great band that Beck was. As you can see, I often go on a tangent. Don't say I'm going to complete this in my first go as well. So level 8 out of 15. But as I say, if you do complete it, this game, which the first one didn't have, has got an editor. So you can try and create something crazy to your own desires. Yes, and I bet your own desires are pretty mad. Don't put your own desires in the comment section below. It's a PG channel, you know. Right. Bom 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 ba da ba da ba da ba 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 ba. 1991. So I'm not sure what the gap between Chef's Mate and Chef's Mate 2 was, but in the same year, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just a month or so where Dominic looked at it and thought, I could improve that, I could improve that, improve that. First game's already released, so what can I do here? Right, Tomato Town. Tomato Town, attack the killer tomatoes. Right, if you've been attacked by a tomato or a tomato, then comment in the comment section below. There's a place in Italy, or is it Spain, where there's a big tomato fight each year, and they throw tomatoes at each other. There's also somewhere, I think, in either Italy or Spain, where you're chased down the streets by bulls. You don't want to get those two mixed up. You turn up with a bag of tomatoes, look down the road, and a load of killer bulls are charging towards you, and you throw a tomato at them, and they still keep charging. If you've done that mix-up before, then comment in the comment section below. There might be one or two of you that have done that. But anyway, not the majority, that's for sure. Right, there we go. So even if I don't complete it on my first go, it doesn't like it's going to take many goes to be able to do it. I mean, I'm on level 10 now. First game only had 9 levels. And then you've got a screen of text congratulating you. The story here, if you didn't know, if you didn't read that bit at the start, is basically you work in a I think a restaurant, and a mouse has come through a hole in the kitchen and stolen all the food. It's dragged all the food you had, unbelievable as it sounds, into its place. So you've got to go down the hole, because you're quite small, and get all the food back, despite it's got like mouse droppings on and mouse teeth and all that sort of stuff, bite marks. You've got to put it back in the restaurant so we can sell it to waiting patrons. I'm not going to do this, am I? 3, 2, 1. No, it's a little bit short there. And then we got this little animation, which isn't too dissimilar to the animation in Marble Madness. So that's 3D, the dustpan and brush sweeping up. Right, let's try and do a different order then. And maybe this is the far as I can possibly get. This is my last life, but you've pretty much seen how the game plays. You've seen the difference between this and the first game. If you own the first game, it's not real much, you know, obvious to buy this one. It's not like the jump of Jet Set Willy 1 to Jet Set Willy 2. It gave you a vast array of extra rooms. This one is just a little bit of tidying up, I suppose, and 5 extra levels. I think I'm going to do it this time. I'm disappointed that the animation wasn't made a bit better in the sequel, really. It's just, you can see it clearly redrawing it each time. You can see the mechanics that the Spectrum is trying to go through, rather than the smoothness of just going up and down. And it could have been a lot smoother for 1991. That is most definitely for sure. But I think this might have been like the first game. It's one of Dominic's earlier games. I think he did a few others after this point. So it's all about learning. Of course, if you're learning how to do games, the first thing to probably tackle, apart from like one of those choose your own adventure games, like a text game, one of the first ones to come is probably a simple single screen maze game. So he probably learned a lot from doing this. And I didn't quite get there to that purple thing, whatever it would be. But yeah, no real reason to play this or the first one if you had fast food in the can. But interesting to see from a historical point of view, and also from someone's learning point of view, if they was just getting into programming and seeing what was initially possible. There's the big commercial releases, and then at the moment, definitely, there's a big homebrew scene, and people have got to learn somewhere what's doable. And it is admirable. An individual in their bedroom or whatever can create a game from scratch that people can play later on and review on YouTube. So hats off to Dominic J Cummings in that respect. It's a lot better than I could do. So hooray for him. But we're reviewing. We try and see the good things in all games. So not bad. It's a small addition to the first game. You can define your keys, which is great. You can edit the maze, which is also great. But the gameplay is similar. It's not a big enough departure from the first one. But, you know, it was fun to see. So I hope you got to have a look at that game. That was Chef's Mate 2 on the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Dominic J Morris. Was that Morris in 1991? Sorry, I called him Cummings. It's Morris. Sorry, Morris. Until next time, put your comments in the comment section below. Love reading them and what they have to say. So until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? That's by Beck. Please don't kill me. Yes, in the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey. What a great band that Beck was.